We think we're going to Tim Dwyer?
We are.
All right, Tim Dwyer, CEO of ENTITLE Direct Group and founder of EntitleDirect.com, joining us in studio today. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
Any thoughts on what you just saw down there?
It does look hot, and I'm glad to know that you know where the casino is.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? I should probably not admit that next
time.
time.
You should tell people you went to college down there so they don't think you're like some gambling drunk.
I went to college down there, and I spent a little bit of time, you know, not on Bourbon Street, but I know New Orleans, and you know, you spend a little bit of time, and you get to know a place.
There you go.
All right, so you've got some important information to share with us on unemployment, housing. What does this study show?
The housing recovery and existing home sales and new home sales, which were reported
Because
this
everybody's
week.
worried about their home right now. I mean, people think, hey, you know, we have to have seen the worst. But then everybody, it's still like dinner table conversation, bar conversation. Have we hit a low? I mean,
Right.
What does your study show?
Well, the existing home sales came out this week, a couple of days ago, and were down in the month of May. Expected to be up, but they were down. And new home sales were down even further. The new home sales were 300,000 in the month of May, and that was down 33%. So that was a dismal showing. The tax credit, the $8,000 tax credit has helped out quite a bit, but that's gone now. And so when that is fully removed, we believe at Entitled Direct that June existing home sales will be pretty good because the closings will be taking place up till June 30.
Did you also factor in the fact that the census workers are going to be getting out, so you've got the double whammy with the housing and the...
Well done, well done. We've had job recovery in the last few months of about 850,000, but about half of those are the census workers. And so the full job recovery has not really taken hold yet. And in a normal recovery after a recession, we generate in this economy 200,000 jobs a month. But we haven't seen anywhere near that.
But the housing market, to me,
depressing.
Is not in any position to get better. Deutsche Bank did a study recently that said by first quarter of 2011, 25 million homes will have little to no equity. Or I should say no equity to negative equity. Right. That doesn't bode well for the future. Talk about dinner conversation. That's people sitting around saying, I got another year and a half of being in the hole here.
Well, relating to that, you know, we have 4 million existing home inventory. Okay, existing homes that are waiting to be sold. That's an 8-month supply. Plus, we've got 2 million foreclosures expected this year, after 2 million last year, plus the negative equity that you're referring to. And so that is quite a bit of supply, overall supply, that is on the market today and will come on the market as well when people start to feel a little bit better about their equity. You're right. And so that's why it's all about jobs, jobs, jobs. We need more jobs in this country. We need looser credit standards as well to get loans. And hopefully there'll be some sort of sustained recovery in housing.
And you're saying that in order for things to really pick up, we need to see unemployment fall to what? 7%?
That would be certainly desirable.
That doesn't sound like that's going to happen
anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
Right. You know, with Greece and more generally speaking, global financial worries and economic worries and so forth, I agree with you. 7% unemployment is not projected by any major economist, any economist, certainly in the next year.
So, Tim, what are you seeing that is going to help jobs along, or are you just not seeing the right things? Is the government taking the right action?
Well, the government is doing the best it can, obviously, but deficit spending has a limit. There was a report a couple of days ago that the states, you know, the 50 states in total, are looking at $150 billion or something of deficits in the coming couple of years because the federal stimulus package that went to the states has run out or will be running out shortly. So those states need to make up that shortfall, and there's a limit to all of that.
Did Congress get religion, though, recently when they said, you know, we had people voting down the extension of the unemployment benefits, saying, hey, if you're not going to pass something that says we're not dipping into the deficit, we're not doing this.
Right.
So maybe we're starting to see the storm at the end of this so-called tunnel.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, I was actually while my heart goes out to unemployed people, I was pleased to see the restraint, the fiscal restraint that the government took in turning down that aspect of the bill. That's right.
What does your company do?
We sell title insurance directly to consumers at 35% less than you could get anywhere else. We're the first company in the country to do that.
So what are the trends that you're seeing?
Well, good question. We saw in June, or we're seeing in June is coming to an end, obviously, a surge in closings. So I'm expecting that and Entitled Direct is expecting that the June existing home sale numbers will show prominently, will be a nice increase when it comes out in third week in July, okay? The new home sales won't be as robust.
But that's as a result of the credit, right? Because all these deals have to be done by June 30th.
Correct.
Right.
So the June home sales should be strong up through June 30, but then July, August, and September at Entitled Direct, we're looking at a pretty weak existing home sales result.
Is that historically the case, or is the summer generally a strong time? Because I always thought, and maybe I'm just my own little bubble,
right,
everybody wanted to move in by end of August so that the kids are settled for school.
Sure.
So you typically saw August as a pretty busy month.
And there has historically been a seasonality, but not as much as you might think, because people need to move all throughout the year. So it's probably more anecdotal than statistical.
It's my little bubble. Tim, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for
really good
having me.
information. Thank you so much.
Tim Dwyer, CEO of Entitled Direct Group and founder of EntitledDirect.com. Check it out.